Today on The Spiel.
And that was the first time it occurred to me, I just might be a drug addict.
So through my school, I actually got an internship at
Yes.
Tom's Place.
The Tom's Place.
But it turned into a lot more.
Aisha wanted to do a crepe cake, and so this is kind of her idea.
And so like this year I'm gonna go see Europe. My music is taking me over there.
That right there is probably a $100 steak.
This is The Spiel.
I'm here today and all I hear is how I'm chasing crazy dreams. They'll see, 'cause I've got perfect songs and melodies just waiting to come out of me, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa. Fancy words, clever lines and tales that take you back in time, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa, and they'll know. Everyone will know. They should have believed in me.
Should have believed, baby. Okay, welcome to The Spiel, but here's the deal. We've got to stop hanging out so much because I have become you, I think.
What are you doing now?
Well, driving in today, right?
Yeah.
I become like...
Did you speed?
Well, we'll just keep that on the
Did you
DL.
run that red light?
I know you do all that and stay in the ditch more than you do on the road. That's okay. I've learned to overlook that, but here's the deal. I pulled up beside this car. It was a lengthy car, and it had my attention. I turn, I'm looking, and I couldn't see an individual. I'm like, who's driving this car?
Yeah.
You know, I know people like to do the way back, way
on
low,
the side
just
and-
side, chilling, whatever. Nothing. I mean, I even went like this through the window trying to see.
What'd you do?
I was trying to peer over, and I'm like, are they in the back seat? This person cannot see over the dash.
Was it remote control?
It took off. They had some cables, and it was being towed. It was so long. Julie, promise. I never even looked. I was set on it, and it started driving. I was freaking out. I'm like, who's doing this? That person can't see over the dash. And then I followed it all the way up, and I saw the cables, and they're pulling it.
That's so me.
That's a Julie moment.
That's me. I got something to talk about.
Oh boy.
Girl Scout cookies.
They're everywhere now. Cereals, liqueurs, they've taken over. Ice cream.
It is. And the Thin Mints is my favorite. You? What is your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I like what is the coconut, dark chocolate?
Samoa. Samoa. That's a country.
The Samoyas, the Somalia. I like the Samoas, I think they're called.
Have you bought any lately?
I try to steer clear.
Well,
of
here's
the
what
Girl
happened to
Scout.
Julie, okay?
Okay, you bought every box.
Every little girl in my church sells them.
Oh boy.
Well, I had
and
to
they
buy
come
them.
with their list.
Yeah, and
Sign this.
You can't order from one and the next one in
Right.
line you can't say, well, I just got from her.
Right.
So you got to order a box from all of them.
Well, you're like, I'll give it to neighbors and friends, and you just keep it all and eat it.
That never crossed my mind, giving it to neighbors and friends ever. But anyway, I went home and I got 8 boxes.
Oh my God. Julie.
No, I got family that's going to help me, I thought. So 7 boxes went in the freezer because there's nothing better than a Thin Mint roll. Oh, it's so good, okay?
Okay.
First of all, the tubes have gotten smaller. Stacey, has anybody noticed that?
Oh,
They used to be longer
kind of like
tubes.
when the burgers at some of the restaurants,
Yeah.
you could tell.
Well,
Just
the tubes of Thin Mints are smaller.
Oh.
Okay. Can you really eat just 2? Like the serving
That
size
sleeve is gone. It's a must.
Do you do a sleeve?
You know what? Why not? Or at least in my Samoas, I think they're trade.
Well, that's crazy too, because trust me, I got those too.
Yeah.
There's 4 in a
You
little,
got the trays.
there's 12.
Okay.
They got a tray, 4 and
It's
3 little
smaller
deals.
now, isn't it? You think they're giving
But-
fewer cookies there too?
Yeah.
Hey, we'd like some answers, okay?
But you know what? I think it's
Ladies?
a help. I think it's helping Julie, because if it was longer, I ate the longer roll.
Right.
I ate the
but-
smaller roll.
Okay.
You know?
How are you supposed to ever share?
The
if they're
cookies
getting
are
smaller?
gone.
They're gone. Yeah. So hey, call her, find her at church.
No.
She needs more.
No.
She needs more.
No,
That's
I've
the
had my
lesson.
cookies for, look at these people on their phones.
There,
Does anybody
nobody
know we're
cares
having a
about what we
show?
talk about. No one cares. Thank you at home for paying for
caring,
attention. Or
yeah.
at least you have us on while you're taking care of the kids.
You know what? Do you have
cooking.
your phone on you?
I don't.
I want to
we would do
pan
something. I mean,
these
it's
guys.
something. Yeah. Look at them. They're, oh. Is that,
We could have
are you
been
guys doing
talking about
something?
that. Sorry to bother you.
Right, sorry to bother you all.
All right, got a big show.
I'm super excited about today's show.
This one is kind of a godly thing, you know?
Very uplifting.
Yeah.
You know, you may think you're traveling down one road. If he has a plan for you,
You're gonna go over
you're
here.
going to go another one, that's
And
for
it's
sure.
all for the good.
That's right. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Coming up on the Spiel.
But when I could no longer get what I needed, I called in my own prescriptions. I bought them on the street from other people, and I stole them.
And later in the show,
What are you doing? Don't you get to lick the bowl in your?
We do.
Oh.
Now we are just building the layers little by little. It's delicious, isn't it?
You know what? I am not going to let that go to waste.
There's a reason we've been here so long. Larry's Trailer Sales RV Mega Center are offering sales, parts, and service on Route 148 north of Ziegler, Illinois. Same location since 1966. Come and see us.
What an implant is, it's the replacement for the root of a tooth. We all know that dentures aren't teeth, they're certainly not the same, but we have new methods and techniques here to give people basically a third set of teeth. Over the course of the past 20 years, I became trained in implant dentistry, culminating in a specialization for people that have lost their teeth and are frustrated with wearing dentures, restoring a sense of dignity.
I have my smile back.
Been in this business for my entire life. I was dragging feed sacks when I was in grade school and not big enough to carry them. My grandfather sold buggies. Today we're a Kubota dealership. We don't handle feed anymore, but we do carry a large variety of products.
now get the new Kubota Sidekick for 0 down and payments as low as $196 per month. See dealer for details.
I have a lot of employees that have been here 15 plus years. We have plenty of experience and knowledge to help you with your needs.
Your Kubota dealer, FB Maca Foods.
This is another one of those stories that, you know, you see floating around out there, and we just had to get you on the show. Renee Tate, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
You know what? I think we're glad to have you on the show, yes, but if you hadn't been so willing, we'd have never known your story.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people who have your story aren't willing to tell it. And by telling it, I guess you're helping a lot of people.
Yeah, they're in hiding, a lot of people. She has a 39-minute testimonial. If you search Facebook and go to Connect Point in Anna, Illinois, I mean, your story was so gripping. Rarely can I sit and watch something for that long, and you had me from the time you started speaking. So let's just kind of talk a little bit about your story, and I know very quickly people will start to identify with you.
Let's go in the beginning.
Okay. In the beginning, I was a registered nurse. I was married. I have a wonderful son, and I had an injury and was prescribed opiates, Vicodin, actually. And I enjoyed them. I felt different on them. I felt what I imagined normal people felt like when I took them, and the addiction grew.
What age?
I was 25.
Okay.
Well, she said, like a lot of people, you know, when you're in college, maybe you need to have a drink so you can go and be in a crowd and you can socialize and you can party and feel like you fit in. And you were probably doing what most college kids do, you know, at that age when they're going out and they're trying to party like that. And then, like you said, into adulthood, you found that crutch again. Interestingly, you know, you never know how these things are going to impact you. For me, if I take those things, I'm out. I go to sleep. But I've heard so many stories like yours where they're like, nope, I'm on top of the world when I take this stuff.
Exactly.
See if you agree with this statement. It's a known fact that redheads, we need a little more medicine to get to where it helps our pain, because it takes more for us to have an operation. It is a fact.
Yes,
Did you find that?
It's correct with general anesthesia and things for surgery also. We require a little bit more.
Wow.
Yes.
So you were taking a little bit more to get this high.
Right.
I didn't start off taking more. I started off taking it as prescribed. But you very quickly build up a tolerance, so you take a little bit more here, and then maybe you don't wait the 4 to 6 hours before you take it again.
The pills ran out, then what'd you do?
Well, for a while, I doctor hopped, we call it, where you go to different physicians and get the prescriptions that you want. But when I could no longer get what I needed, I called in my own prescriptions. I bought them on the street from other people, and I stole them.
And being a registered nurse, the temptations were horrid, weren't they?
Yes.
I bet.
Well, I soon couldn't maintain a job in the nursing profession. I soon had to get some things that were a little more laxed with the schedule, because when you run out of these pills, if you're physically addicted, when you run out, you are sick. You are sick very often.
Addicts don't describe it as spiraling out of control. Many times they admit feeling like they're very much in control. They know what they need to do. They need to get that next fix. And many times they don't even see the loved ones in front of them trying to stop them.
That's correct.
You've got this story.
Yes.
Share what happened in your life there.
Well, I have this amazing son that I absolutely adored. And I have what I call a pre-drug life, my drug life, and a post-drug life. In the pre-drug life, before it got so bad, I was all about my son. I didn't leave him with babysitters. He was with me all the time. But as the pills and the addiction took over, it clouds all boundaries. And all of a sudden, all you can see is your addiction, your drug. And it wasn't until I had some forced clean time that some of this was able to go back to normal.
You found out you were pregnant. Is that when you had the clean time?
I had a short period of clean time there, yes. But no, the extended period was when I was arrested.
Okay. Yeah, this is the one picture that you're very proud of. It's interesting to me, and you see families across the nation just shattered because you're thinking, Dad, Mom, I love you. Do you not see me? Do you not love me? And your son, you describe him as being tolerant for as long as he could, and he was still helping you, you know, he was still coming to get you. But there came a point, was it hard love, tough love? He just
had enough. He had had enough. He believed that I wasn't doing the things I was doing. So when I was arrested this time, which was my last arrest.
How many times were there?
Many.
Wow.
There were many times. But this time I was facing 30 years in the Department of Corrections.
That's when your story gets really interesting to me.
Yeah.
When they slammed that cell door, something happened in you.
Yeah. Really, it began as somewhat of resignation. I've done it. I've screwed it all up. I have absolutely nothing left. And I really didn't. I didn't have a home. Someone else had all of my possessions. My son had washed his hands of me. My parents and my other family members, you know, I had shoved them away for so long unless I needed or wanted something.
You talked about the skin even. What was the skin?
When you're around cooking meth, which I was doing quite often, the fumes will turn your skin just a little bit brown. When I was in the jail for a few weeks and clean and not around those things, the brown skin began to peel off, and there was pink skin underneath. So I was able to see the contrast. And that was the first time it occurred to me, what is it doing to your veins every time you shoot up? What is it doing to your lungs when you're around this, cooking it? I just might be a drug addict.
You know what, when they slammed that door for your first prison term, jail term, did you want to end it all? Did you ever come to that point where that's it?
There were times when I was out, actually not in jail, that it seemed to me that the best thing I could do was just end my life. Now, I have this big God that kept me and got me through those times. And indeed, even though I was running from him and shoving him away, he was working things out. He had a plan for me from the very beginning. And basically, I said, you know, I've ruined it all. I have nothing left, God. If you want me, if you can do something with me, if you love me, like they say you do, and I know that Jesus loves me, he saved me and pursued me through all this. But if you do want me, then I'm yours. Do with me whatever you want to do.
So what was that next step? I'm just curious. What, did a pastor come and talk to you? Did you see signs?
Oh, we had these church ladies. They were just amazing people, and they come into our cell every single week, twice a week. They would talk to us. They told me over and over again how much Jesus loved me. These church ladies brought Jesus into our jail cell to us.
So tell me where your son is now and tell me about that relationship.
Oh, it's so much better. He is married. I have a beautiful daughter-in-law, and I have this perfect grandson that I get to see not as often as I would like, but we're close. My son and I are closer than we were before. He has forgiven me, which is amazing.
That's awesome.
It really is.
Instructed to do, absolutely.
Yeah.
How long have you been clean?
Almost 5.5 years.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. We'll be right back.
Coming up on the Spiel.
Your inspiration, your feel for cooking, it's something that's very personal.
Sure.
And if you are that person, then you're the right person for me that feels all that stuff. That's the kind of people I look for.
Coming up later in the show. Today on Backstage Pass, we're blessed to have Lewis Brice in studio.
It has taken us nearly a decade, people, but right here, backstage, Spiel Studio, we might have a hit.
Introducing the all-new Legence Bank app.
We really try to be on the cutting edge.
With all the conveniences you already love, like 24/7 access, account transactions, online bill pay, but now with even more powerful tools like mobile deposit for true banking on the go, Spin, making person-to-person payments easy, and smart tools like Go Focus to help you visualize your financial profile and plan for the future.
Our app is very popular.
It's the next best thing to banking with us in person. Download the Legence Bank app from the App Store or Google Play.
I'm Derek Joplin. I'm the welding instructor and the program manager. The virtual welding machines, they are able to grade you to a fuller scale. Of course, as a new student comes in, they're not used to welding. They won't take the heat. It's just really good to have them start out on that. Well, the benefits of these machines would be low material cost. The way it is set up, it is amazing of how accurate it is.
To find out more about the Spiel or even watch past episodes, visit spielon.com.
And we are spieling it in our HIW kitchen with house chef Lasse Sorensen. And let me tell you what, we have a remarkable young lady here today, 16 years old, superstar chef Aisha Ruperto. So glad to have you here with us.
Thank you for having me.
To finally show up this guy. I mean, somebody that knows what they're doing there. No, this is a great story, truly,
Yes.
Chef. It is a unique story how you two came about.
Well, you tell us how we met, because I was not involved in that from the very beginning, but go ahead.
So through my school, I actually got an internship, and it was to just volunteer and just kind of learn learn
At
about
Tom's
the kitchen.
Place.
Yeah, at
Yes.
Tom's Place.
The Tom's
Yeah.
Place.
And
Yeah.
I was initially just expecting it to be a 3-week, maybe a month, just training intensive over the summer, but
Yeah.
it turned into a lot more.
Yeah, so what happened was I quickly realized once in a lifetime you have people coming through your kitchen that you can detect talent. And I talked to my sous chef and I said, we have to try to see if we can lure her to stay.
Oh.
So we told her that if she was interested after the apprenticeship, if she wanted to come up and work for us. She's just a great talent. And so what we've been working on at Tom's Place, every week, we try to do a different dessert. And she asked me of some classic desserts. So we've been doing black forest cake, Boston cream pie, tiramisu. And Aisha wanted to do a crepe cake, and so this is kind of her idea. And we've already tested it out in the restaurant, and it was absolutely delicious. It was a big hit. So that's what we're going to make today.
So the crepe cake is a classic? It's considered that? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
She looked up in my dad's book, so this is my dad's recipe.
And your dad being like the world champion pastry person known internationally.
So let's go ahead and start.
Okay, so we have 400 grams of melted hazelnut chocolate and 1 quart of cream that's lightly whipped.
Okay.
So now we're going to mix this together so we have our mousse for the filling for each
Very
layer.
nice. Okay. Your dad, let's talk a little bit about his career and where people can go to learn more about him.
Well, unfortunately, my dad passed away a couple of years ago, but he was a superstar because not only did he was a great craftsman, a pastry chef, but he was also a person that behind the scenes, did a lot for young people that are interested in it. He was obviously a big inspiration to me too. And I try to give some of that to younger people when they come through my system at the restaurant.
Right, passing it down.
Yeah, it's something inside. You got to feel it inside your inspiration, your feel for cooking. It's something that's very personal.
Sure.
And if you are that person, then you're the right person for me that feels all that stuff. That's the kind of people I look for.
Mm-hmm. So now we're gonna add this mixed part back into the cream so we have enough.
Yes. We can't do it the other way around, because if you took all the hot chocolate and poured it into the whipped cream, it would immediately sit up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so that's why we have to slowly bring it up in temperature.
Okay. What are you doing? Don't you get to lick the bowl in your thing?
We do.
Okay, so now we're gonna get to the layering part. So we're gonna take our crepe and we're just gonna take a good amount of the mousse that we made and we're just gonna layer it at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, now we are just building the layers little by little. It's delicious, isn't it?
You know what? I am not gonna let that go to waste.
We're gonna put that in the refrigerator.
Okay.
So this takes a couple of hours, and it's been in the refrigerator. What we're gonna do, we're gonna move it over here. All right.
And then there we go.
Aisha, you're ready to coat that cake.
So this will be a coating or a drizzle and not necessarily a frosting technique?
Well, it's just a warm ganache we're gonna put right over there, so it'll make a very nice silky layer.
Seals it. Okay. Now, Aisha, do you just want to do pastry, or you're interested in all culinary?
I'm really just here to learn, so whatever,
There should be more 16-year-olds out there like that. And then the idea, though, you don't keep those drizzles. You try to make it smooth all the way around. Okay.
And you don't want to have too much on, because then it's going to be too rich.
What? Is there such a thing?
No, not really. To finish it off, Aisha's going to put a little gold dust on. Anything we do at Tom's Place, we always finish it out with a 5-star touch.
It truly is all about presentation. You guys have thought about everything. You even brought up a good point about what you're using on the plate there, Chef.
The chocolate is so rich that citrus is a great way to really take care of that. Look at that.
Oh, that's amazing. So you're hitting on all cylinders there when you present something like that.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, do I dare sample?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Go ahead. And I always say to everybody, food is love.
Mm-hmm.
Food is a peacemaker, but food also gives us inspiration.
Yes, it does.
And working with Aisha gives me a lot of inspiration. I rekindle old recipes, and that's what it's all about.
Job well done.
Thank you very much.
I think you're going to go far.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And we'll be right back.
Coming up next on The Spiel.
Now, we are the show, The Spiel, okay?
Spiel.
Like the
It's a spiel. It's a
the spiel. It's like, what's
You know
your
what it
spiel?
is? Like, hey,
everybody
what's your
says
deal?
it. What's your deal? What's
Wanna
your
hear my
spiel?
spiel?
It's very important now. We want you to spiel one thing that you've never shared.
And later in the show.
I have some truffles, and take a whiff of that.
It's very aromatic, isn't it?
Very perfumic, aromatic.
It is, just like a perfume.
$550 a pound.
What?
And these are just exquisite.
About it too much, too much, too much, too much. Is this more than just a new lust for you? Oh.
We're gonna take you back scenes.
What's up, everybody? It's Dustin.
Music.
Sawyer, bro.
My first day.
I'm Jason Kingston, and this is your Backstage Pass.
I'm blessed, got another day to breathe, I'm blessed.
Today on Backstage Pass, we're blessed to have Lewis Brice in studio.
Every day.
Today we've got singer-songwriter Lewis Brice.
How is it going, y'all?
It's going great.
Much better now.
Yeah.
I mean, your sound is so rich. I mean, you've got the country genre, you've got a little rock, a little grit, and you do a little R&B thing, probably even some gospel.
Oh, yeah, totally.
What are the influences? How'd you get to this point?
It's all over the place. I'm a very scatterbrained person, so it shows up in my music. But, you know, growing up, I definitely grew up in the church, singing through, hearing my folks sing in Southern gospel groups, and my dad's in a quartet. So,
nice.
So I always grew up singing, in church. I think one year I worked at a church camp, Christian camp, and I actually led music led a praise team for a whole year. And so just always kind of grew up around music. My mom and dad sing, and so just once I got a guitar in my hand kind of early and just kind of picked around and finally made my way to Nashville. But during all that time, I lived in Charleston, so I got into rock and roll a little bit, but I've always grew up on country, and so, but then I love my blues and hip hop. I just have a natural South Carolina swampy kind of blues thing.
Yeah.
That's what I love about you. You don't fit in that little peg.
No.
You know, you're just your own deal, and I love that.
Right.
That's great.
Really, really good. You know, you've got another, little known name there in your family. You got Lee and Brice, and you talk about you guys collaborating together. But you also touched on how important it is for you to write your music. You want to be able to connect to those songs.
Totally, and so that's what it makes me feel a whole lot better, more comfortable. Like I know I can really put everything I have behind a song when I know the words because they came out of my mouth while I was writing it.
Lee's going to be mad. Hey, Lee, I'm an Auburn fan. I know you guys like Clemson and such, and I understand you're working on this song Alabama, which is kind of cool and again very relatable. You talk about some of the tailgating, yard parties, that kind of thing. You guys are doing it, and you're doing it right for sure. How important is it to have those accolades? Like, what does it mean for you when you see you chart and people are requesting and you're playing with the likes of Hank Jr. and some of those folks? What is that validation for you, or do you even need that?
No, honestly, to me, it's more of an opportunity, and I'm like blown away. I'm blown away.
Exactly.
Like, coming from a small town, Sumter, South Carolina. That's kind of a town where you grow up and you kind of stay there. You don't really go out and see the world. And so, like this year, I'm going to go see Europe. My music is taking me over there.
Isn't that
nice?
awesome?
So I mean, I'm floored a lot of times.
You're blessed.
I really am blessed.
I love that song. How cool is that?
Now we are the show, the Spiel. Okay.
The Spiel.
So we like to.
So what's the spiel?
The spiel. It's like, what's your
what
spiel?
it is? Like, hey, what's your deal?
What's your deal?
Want to hear my spiel?
Oh, yeah. That's why I was asking y'all, what's your spiel?
Well, listen, I got a lot of it, but here's the deal.
I went to Ziegler Royal tonight.
So, we always ask our guests, it's very important now, we want to know something. We want you to spiel one thing that you've never shared with anyone else.
There's so many different things. That's on the spot. That is.
Right there on the spot. Good though.
So it's one of the things to really get the chicken or steak or whatever really moist and like get a good crisp on it. Put mayonnaise over it. You coat it in mayonnaise, and then you put your seasons and stuff.
Mayonnaise will make a crisp.
Yes, it will.
And what else do you put on top?
Well, the rest of the seasons are kind of right there. I gave you the mayonnaise part.
Not Miracle Whip.
Not mayonnaise. There's Miracle Whip.
Oh man,
Miracle Whip
I got in trouble when I bought that salad dressing instead of mayonnaise one time.
Yeah, salad dressing.
Yeah,
oh
sweeter.
Man, I just can't take it. You got to have some Duke's mayonnaise as well.
Duke's
mayonnaise.
I was gonna say Kraft, but Duke's okay.
Duke's is just the way to go.
Well, that leads us right into your line of questioning. You always harass people with.
I do, but can I give him my titles first?
Okay.
Somebody's going to take my titles.
Okay. So let's hear.
Forecast pain.
It's pretty good.
Not like rain.
Yeah, the forecast pain.
I see it slow.
You want to do a little?
She's broke his heart.
For forecast pain, it's like a.
Yes.
Already.
Do you have that for anything else?
No.
Somebody it's coming. It's coming.
See it coming down, sprawling all around. Didn't see her face when she walked away. See her right in front of me it's easy to see it in the future. Now forecast pain.
Oh, I cannot believe he just did that. Okay. Listen, we might have a hit. It has taken us nearly a decade. It has taken us nearly a decade, people, but right here, backstage, Spiel Studio, we might have a hit.
Well, let's bring it on.
Can I just say something?
Goosebumps.
I want to say something to the staff.
It did.
I'm going to miss you all so much because I'm a singer-songwriter.
So whenever you get that done, you get your points on there. And we're just going to take it there, send it in, and we'll just go ahead and get it recorded.
Let's get it.
Now, you ready for this one?
All right.
This is called the Fun Five.
The Fun Five, okay.
Fun Four.
Here we go.
Fun Four.
Well,
Jason.
I'll
Fun
throw
Four?
in a fifth. I'm ready. I got you. I got the fifth.
This is all you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Creamy or crunchy?
Crunchy.
Yeah, I like that. Haggard or Jones? I know, it's
Jones.
tough.
Jones. There it is. There it is.
Boxers or briefs?
Ooh, boxer briefs.
Amanda. Oh,
No.
okay, good.
I like those. They're kind of, they fit tight.
That's good.
I love that.
Do you need another? You need
Go
another?
ahead.
Okay.
You got it?
Dining out, eating in for romance.
Oh, that's good.
I'd go eating in.
That's right, with the mayonnaise all over that. I mean, you got it. You got it right
But
there.
then again,
hey,
wow.
Before we let you go, though, is there anything you wanted to point out to viewers that maybe we didn't ask you about?
Well, I just got a lot of new music coming out this year.
Where can we find it?
Just go to lewisbrice.com. That's where all my stuff is. That'll take you to all my web pages, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's all Lewis Brice. That's LEWISBRICE. And yeah, go check out my song out right now is Blessed. It's out there.
Blessed.
And his next hit will be Forecast Pain. Look for it.
No kidding.
Call the radio station.
Listen, we are Nashville bound.
What's up, everybody? Lewis Brice here, and here's my song, Blessed. 1, 2, 1, 2. Daddy woke up at 5 a.m., first man on the job. Mama got me late to school on time, and she was waiting there at 3 o'clock. Taught us both how to see right from wrong, how to talk to God. We didn't have much, but what we had was more than enough. I'm blessed, got everything I need, I'm blessed. Got love all around me. When times get tough, I tell myself it's okay, I'ma be alright, cause I'm blessed. Got another day to breathe, I'm blessed. Good health and family, remind myself that each and every day. I'm blessed, taking life on in these beat up boots, forging my own path. Found a good girl I can hold on to, yeah, she's always got my back. Doing my best to be a better man, still talk to God. I don't have much, but what I got, yes, more than enough. I'm blessed, got everything I need, I'm blessed. Got love all around me. When times get tough, I tell myself it's okay, I'ma be alright, cause I'm blessed. Got another day to breathe, I'm blessed. Good health and family, remind myself that each and every day. I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Remind myself that each and every day. I'm blessed. When I get to feeling down, pulling me under, there's no one else around. When I start to wonder, I close my eyes, I see these gifts I've had the whole time, and I remember why, I'm blessed, got everything I need, I'm blessed. Got love all around me. When times get tough, I tell myself it's okay, I'ma be alright, cause I'm blessed. Got another day to breathe, I'm blessed. Good health and family, remind myself that each and every day.
blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Remind myself that each and every day I'm blessed.
Coming up on the Spiel.
And then what we do is we take one of these steaks and put it right on top. And you are thinking now that it can't get any better, but it can.
My name is Alyssa Goodman. I see a variety of clients here of all ages for a variety of mental health issues or life stressors that they're dealing with. I genuinely care about all of my patients. I know life happens, stress happens. It's a safe environment. Everything's confidential. It's never going to leave the office. You have someone who's not judgmental in any way. And that's just there to help you with whatever issue you have going on. I do pride myself on really genuinely caring about them and trying to help them meet goals that they set.
Visit us at crhpc.org.
Where the borders of Shawnee Forest Country meet the shore of the Ohio River, rugged sandstone bluffs set the scene for a real-life adventure ripped from the pages of a Mark Twain story. Cave & Rock has a long history of pirates, outlaws, and highwaymen. Today, visitors can explore the cave, take in the views, and even catch a ferry ride across the river. With miles of beautiful shoreline and your own story to write, what will you explore in Shawnee Forest Country? To find out more, visit southernmostillinois.com.
You're watching The Spiel.
And we are spieling it in our HIW kitchen with house chef Lasse Sorensen.
Yeah.
Pleasure. Noted chef, owner of Tom's Place. And I tell you what, when you visit that restaurant in Southern Illinois, DeSoto, Illinois, you must visit. You're going to get the best. You're going to get the best ingredients because you're going in search of those things, correct?
Yes. It's all about getting good ingredients. So what I brought in today is foie gras.
Okay.
And it's a little touchon of duck liver that we made.
Very nice.
And I have some truffles. And take a whiff of that.
It's very aromatic, isn't it?
Very perfumic, aromatic.
It is, just like a perfume.
$550 a pound.
What?
And these are just exquisite.
Those are
They
fantastic.
use little pigs or dogs to find them.
Okay.
This is stuff that stuck with me for a long time because we kind of embrace expensive things in the culinary world.
Sure.
And this is where it is. This is the top of the top. I mean, the liver is very expensive, tedious process to make it, and a lot of controversy about it. Once you taste it, I mean, it is just, wow, euphoric.
There are so many ways you can prepare the truffle. Let's talk about some of those ways and then ultimately how you're going to do it in the dish.
Well, so the interesting thing about truffles is if you put them in a closed container, and I have them here with rice, they actually permeate the rice completely, where when I'm done with the truffles, I essentially have this truffle rice ready to go. Anyway, let's start with, I brought 2 really good looking steaks. So there's no need to put anything on here yet, no salt and pepper, no nothing. Just take the raw beef and put it right on here. And we want a nice brown surface because that's what we all love for flavor. Is
that's where it is, locks it in.
Steak. All right, so we're going to turn these, and you can see there is a nice brown edge on it. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that there is no raw ends anywhere where that steak juice will escape. So basically what we're doing, we're sealing in the flavor and the juice.
Nice.
And now it's time to put salt and pepper on. And it looks to you maybe I put a lot on, but remember I'm going to flip the steak several times, and a lot of this stuff will disappear. So what we did here is I made a sauce, and what I'm making is called Tornado Rossini because the foie gras and the truffles are the highlight of a Tornado Rossini. So we're kind of marrying all of this into this dish we're making today. So we're going to turn this around real quick just to get some salt and pepper on the other side. And this is, this is incredible beef. I use prime beef. Only 2% of the meat production qualifies for that. A lot of marbling in there. It's just fantastic stuff. With that tornado rossini, what I do is I take a little, these are Madagascar green peppercorns, and a little bit of that juice in there too. And then, of course, we need a little wine in there too, just to make sure that the sauce doesn't get too thick. So they're just about 90 degrees right now. So we are 10 degrees from it being rare.
So in a rare steak in the middle, it's actually cool. It's still cool.
Yes.
And then medium rare, there is some warmth.
A rare steak in the middle will be 100 degrees in the center.
Okay.
And then as you go out, it would be cooked more and more on the outside. It's extremely hot and cooked.
Okay.
So what we're going to do now is I have this little mold over here.
Okay.
And we're going to get ready to plate these two. What I do is I take these potatoes and you can put them in a ring. See how I break it?
Nice.
It's just a fun way for presentation.
And did you put seasoning on these before or no?
Yeah, I cooked them with salt because I don't want any pepper in it because my sauce has a lot of pepper in it.
Right, okay.
So I kind of just salted the water when I cooked it. One of the things we got to remember when we cook a steak is we cook it and then we also have to let it sit and rest a little bit. And that's a very important thing because now you have all this heat in here. So if we cut it open right now, the juice would just run out of it.
Okay.
So the idea is that now we're going to wait a little bit for all those juices to come back all the way out to the side, but they won't go any further than the outside because I made sure to sear all that.
Okay.
So we want every piece of meat being juicy. So we do that by waiting.
Smart.
So in the meantime, I also got a little asparagus here that we're going to put on the plate.
Realistically, how long are you going to let these sit? Because you don't want them...
Like 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
Yeah.
And you're not worried about the temperature because the sauce will heat it back up where it needs to be?
Well, I mean, the steak is so hot, it'll actually stay hot for a long time.
Okay.
So now we have our potatoes, and what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of these pearl onions on. It's just delicious stuff. And we have those fresh Madagascar peppers in there.
Yummy, yum, yum.
And then what we do is we take one of these steaks and put it right on top. And you are thinking now that it can't get any better, but it can. So what we're going to do is we're going to put foie gras and truffles on there. There's more money on this steak in truffles there is on the actual meat.
That is awesome.
And then to finish the whole thing off, that right there is probably a $100 steak.
You're watching The Spiel.
I'm Bob Davenport, broker-owner of Realty Central. Our area, our MLS board, it covers 26 counties. So I have agents that cover a lot of the areas. I've got Jackson, Williamson, Union County. I have agents that work in Williamson County. I have an agent that lives in Franklin County. I have an agent that covers Perry and Randolph County. We've got 21 people here working in the office, and we call it the Realty Central team. Everybody's willing to help one another. I have excellent office staff that's got a friendly voice when you call. My company, we all work together, and we help one another out. And it's all about customer service. You know, you don't take care of your client, somebody else will. We're a locally owned company. They're putting the hours in. People say, what are my hours? And I work when they don't. So when they're not working, it's when we're working. Then we're working in the background also. Kind of help them out step by step and tell them what's going on. If you're deciding whether you want to list or you want to buy, give us a call. We'll meet you in the office. We'll meet somewhere that's convenient for you. Realty Central, faces you know, people you trust. Find us at realtycentralhomes.com.
Hi everybody, Captain Tony here. I've got my good friend Lazar from Tom's Place Restaurant. We have a lot of fun cooking and messing kitchens up. We're gonna do a few very simple recipes so people can see really how easy it is to cook seafood.
Food is love. Food is good. Cook for somebody. Show me something real simple that everybody can do.
First, I have a piece of halibut here.
Okay.
This is some of our Alaskan halibut that we sell. And so I've thawed the halibut out. And all I have some mayonnaise here, and I have some Parmesan cheese, and I have some garlic. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mix the garlic with the Parmesan and the mayonnaise. It's about equal parts on all of them.
Okay.
And all you're gonna do now is put a light coating right on top of the fish.
Yeah, we call that a crust, just so we're on the same pot.
You know, speaking of crust, you can actually add a little
crust.
Okay. You can actually, if you want to get a little bit of
panko.
Panko is a perfect additive to that. Here it is. It's that simple. Put this in the oven at 400 degrees, and we are off to the races. 400 degrees for about 8 minutes is all you're going to cook it. It's that simple. That's one really, really easy way to do halibut.
We love making new friends. Visit us online at facebook.com/SpielOn.
Bam!
That's it.
How about that? Love this show today. Well, I love them all, but you know, you can't go wrong with Lasse's cooking.
No.
You can't go wrong with some incredible music from Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes.
By an up-and-coming, incredible rising star.
Yes.
And then the story from Renee.
It's a lot.
Wow.
I'm gonna give you one more little piece, just a little something, a little nugget. That's what I like to do here.
I like nuggets.
Just take it away, you know, you can take it with you. I've watched ladies recently when they go to a fine dining establishment say, I would prefer a dark or black napkin. I'm like, gosh, what a pretentious.
Is that what
in the world?
They ask for a colored napkin?
Honey, let me tell you why. White linen napkins, when placed on your lap, you get up and you have just been like snowed on. There's like snowflakes all over you. Look, like tons of this. It's a real thing.
What's snowflakes?
Like white, like lint or what? I mean, and it's the kind it sticks. Stacey, you already knew this, didn't you?
Oh, so the white linen.
You don't get the white linen. They're not
if you're
being
wearing
rude.
black?
Anything dark, it's going to show up. It's going to transfer.
So get the black.
Because I stood up and I'm like, well, this is embarrassing. I mean, it's like all over me. I had to go to the bathroom.
Was it food all over you?
No,
or
it's just
white?
the white specks. It looks like, well, geez, lady, what'd you do? You know, you washed it with towels or what'd you do?
Now you know.
Now
What if
I
they
know.
don't have black ones?
They'll have something darker. Or you don't do the lap.
Where do you do it here?
Probably just tuck it in, something like that. Yeah. Hey,
that's neat.
It was correct. You know what? I thought, gosh, then it happened to me. When you're victimized one time by the lint monster, you never get the white linen napkin again.
You know what? That is a great tip.
That's
girls.
right there. That's why you tune in. That right there. And I tell you what, it is a big, big day. Gosh, I don't even know if we're going to be able to continue the show. We're going to be signing autographs. We got a hit song coming.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, it's going to be great.
You know what? I can't believe an artist
We
finally...
have a taker. We have a taker.
See it in the future. Now forecast pain.
Listen, think about it. Okay, first we're going to do chart topping parties.
Yeah.
We got to go to we got to follow that.
Yep.
We got to do radio shows.
Oh, yeah.
The Grammys. We got to do all of that. Then before you know it,
what am I going to wear?
Well, listen. If you're a designer, if you do hair, makeup, Neil Lane will need diamonds. We'll need a car service. We'll need
a meal at a fancy Nashville restaurant.
We'll need someplace
we can't
to
afford
stay.
it, but we'll use black napkins.
Hey, I mean, we're making things happen. You're going to have to help us get there, but we're going to make it happen. Yeah, and then what we can do, right? We're at the Grammys, okay? When we're going down to accept, you high five all those who passed over the years, you know, all of them.
I'll be going, David Lee, don't you wish you'd have wrote this?
That's right.
Hey, over here,
Meet
Lance
Lewis
Miller.
Brice.
Yeah,
That's right.
Lewis Brice.
That's right.
And Ronnie Millsap.
Sorry,
Gave
babe.
it to you a long time ago.
Yep, sorry. I mean, that's it. It's going to be number one. And listen, then here's what's going to happen.
Boy, I love that.
Here's what's going to happen. It's going to be a song bed of a movie. So then we're going to be at the Oscars. Lady Gaga, it was a memorable performance, but we're going to kill it. We're going to just do such a better job.
Maybe she can get Bradley again and
do our, I don't think she would do our song. I think Lewis would do it and just allow us to stand there.
That's right. Well, maybe she could sing harmony with Lewis.
Okay.
Gaga. And they could go by their piano and it'd be Lewis's and Gaga's
and
face.
Gaga, and they could be there. And we would let them be there. It's going to be big. It is going to be big. I'm super excited. I might do the video. I could see myself like driving, you know,
with the rain coming down,
rain and the windshield wipers, and I mean, we won't veer far from Jesus Take the Wheel because we know that worked. You know,
it
Carrie.
did.
We'll stay close, but we won't rip it off completely.
Carrie, okay,
it'll be great.
But you know what? When he started the riff. Did you hear me ask him?
Goosies.
Is this some of the riff for some of the songs?
Yes.
That's great. No, it's yours.
Right there. Super excited.
You know what? I won't forget any of you.
Let's just sign off. Like you never know. I mean, we may not come back on after this show.
I know.
We'll have
could
to go
happen
on
that
hiatus
fast.
for a while. So okay, well let's do our
word.
The coveted, the word that everybody waits for. What is it? Venerate. What is that?
Venerate?
Venerate.
Venerate. Hey, to regard with reverential respect or with admiring deference.
There's another meaning too. Like if you have a relative named Venner and you take him to KFC, venerate. Was that quick?
I am sorry.
That's the second.
Venner. We're about to ruin our chances of going to the Grammys.
Oh.
You cannot accept.
Okay.
You cannot accept your
Oh,
word.
I'll
do it on behalf of everybody.
And I will.
All right.
Okay.
You ready?
What is it? Venerate. Remember venerate?
Venerate.
Why do you do that? Why don't you go like that?
3 syllables? Okay.
Venerate.
All right. We hope to see you back next week, but if for some reason we have a chart-topping success.
You know what? They'll have it on the. Tune in next time at 11 o'clock.
Watch your country music charts.
Yeah.
That's where we'll be. Okay? All right. I'm excited to see you.
I always thought I'd be a rambling man, living in the moment, never making plans. Finding love was just a dream I was having, written in the movies, never thought it would happen. Try to drown my loneliness with the whiskey, empty nights and different girls will never miss me. Funny how when you least expect it, everything could change. Baby, it's you I've been looking for. I knew right from the second you came walking through that door. Feels so right when you're in my arms. Darling, it's you I've been looking for. You know I love it when your hair's a mess, the way you shine when you wear that dress. Girl, I don't think that you understand. You're making me a better man. Baby, it's you I've been looking for. I knew right from the second you came walking through that door. It feels so right when you're in my arms. Darling, it's you I've been looking for. Just like blue on the sea, our love won't fade, it's evergreen. Girl, the best part of me is you. Baby, it's you I've been looking for. I knew right from the second you came walking through that door. It feels so right when you're in my arms. Darling, it's you I've been looking for.
Tell me the challenges of running a TV show.
Just lighting. Every set's different, so getting the lighting right is the main thing, and then finding the right camera angles. But when you got 15 cameras, you can pretty much guarantee we're gonna nail the right angle.
True. Makes sense.
Because Stacy's leaning in probably like she will. Yes. Okay. Okay. Kind of like.
Don't know what's going on. We're changing up the set a little bit and trying to make it work.
We've got a big show today. Renee Tate is here talking about her struggles and where she is now. We've got a great cooking segment. Hang in there.
My name is Renee Tate. I am on the Spiel telling about my story of addiction and recovery.
Sweet. There you go.
What's up, Lewis Brice here. So glad to be out here today. I'm here to play on my new song, Blessed, and I got a couple new songs I'm gonna play as well. Excited to be here today. It's my good buddy Waters, plays guitar, and
yeah. Sweet. Boom. Let's go.
Mama got me late at school on time, she was waiting there at 3 o'clock. Taught us both how to see right from wrong, how to talk to God. Didn't have much, what we had was more than enough. I'm blessed, got everything I need, I'm blessed. Got love all around me, times get tough, I tell myself it's okay. I'm blessed. Everything I need, I'm blessed. Got love all around me. When times get tough, I tell myself it's okay. I'ma be alright, 'cause I'm blessed. Got